Hi dear students, myself Lakshman Kale, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Hadiyar. Today I am going to interact with you the last session, 55th session of Profits and Gains from Business or Profession. So, revision of Profits and Gains from Business or Profession model, that is in brief. So as we know, profit of any business or profession chargeable to tax under the head profits and gains from business or profession is the most important of all other heads of income because maximum amount of revenue collected by the government from this source. As we know, business means any activity carried with profit motive, that is business in general sense. But as per Income Tax Act section 2 subsection 13 defines the term business as it includes any trade, commerce or manufacture or any adventure or concern in the nature of trade, commerce or manufacture that is termed as business. The term business definition, it is inclusive but not exhaustive. So, while computing the income from business or profession, the following are the incomes chargeable under this head as per section 28: profits and gains of business or profession, compensation due or received, income of trade or similar association, profits on sale of license, cash assistance against exports, duty of customs or excise, profit on transfer of duty entitlement, profit on transfer of duty replenishment certificate, the value of benefit or perquisite, interest, salary, etc. due or received by a partner. So, speculation business, section 43, subsection 5. Speculation business means a business which carrying speculative transactions like transaction which contract of purchase or sale of any commodity including stocks, shares, periodically or ultimately settled otherwise than by actual delivery or transfer of the commodity or scrips. Such business are called as speculative business. As per section 43 subsection 5. Deemed profits, section 41, following are the receipts are deemed to be income from business or profession and are taxable, like recovery of loss or expenditure, remission or cessation of liability, surplus on sale of assets, then bad debts recovered, then income of discontinued business, So these are all termed as income from business, as deemed profit is also considered as income from business while computing the income from business or profession. Then computation of income as per section 29. So the income from profits and gains are computed as per section 29. So while computing section 30 to 44D are allowable deductions while computing the income from business. So, following is the format we are used to compute income from business or for the assessment year 2020-21. Net profit as per profit and loss account showed so net profit it should be shown on the top of the statement, then add inadmissible or disallowable expenses or not permitted expenses, like in case of personal expenses, salary to partner, interest on capital, then household or domestic expenses or drawings, then LIC premium paid, income tax paid, wealth tax paid, gift tax paid, etc. Car expenses for personal use, rent for residence of owner, then personal payments. These are in personal nature. These are not related to business. These are completely inadmissible or disallowable or not permitted expenses, which are again added back to net profit while computing income from business. Then capital expenditures like purchase of furniture, machinery, motor car or any other fixed assets, Then loss on sale of assets. Then any expenses in connection of purchase of fixed assets. Then purchase of books and surgical equipments. These are in capital expenditure. So these expenditures disallowable in nature or inadmissible or not permitted expenses. Again, these are added back to net profit while computing income from business. Then expenses relating to other heads like municipal tax, repairs, rent collection charges or any other expenses related to house property, collection charges or any other expenses incurred relating to income from other source. These are the expenses related to other head of income. So these are inadmissible or disallowable or not permitted expenses. These are added back to net profit while computing income from business. Then general items like any reserve, any provision, donation and charities, gifts and present in personal nature, difference in trial balance, excess gratuity paid or mistake calculation, then purchase or subscription of NSC National Savings Certificate, depreciation. So these are general items, these are added back to net profit. Then these aggregate amount we need to deduct income relating to other heads and exempted income. Incomes relating to other heads like rent from house property, sale of goods, sale of assets, profit on sale of assets, interest on debentures, interest on government securities, interest on deposits, winning from lotteries, winning from horse race, winning from card games, winnings from crossword puzzles, then winnings from gambling and betting. These are the incomes related to other heads like house property, then so capital gains and income from other source. These are not the incomes related to business. These are deducted from the aggregate amount. Then exempted incomes like interest on post office saving bank account, exempt rupees 3,500 in case of single account holder. Then in case of rupees 7,500 in case of joint account holder is exempted as per section 10 subsection 15. Agriculture income, LIC amount received, dividend from Indian company or domestic company, income tax refund, share of income from firm, share of income from Hindu undivided family, bad debts recovered not allowed earlier or disallowed earlier or previously taxed. These exempted incomes are deducted from the aggregate net profit. Then less depreciation as per rule 32. So after deducting depreciation as per rule 32 on that aggregate amount, the difference is called taxable business income. This is the procedure we are used to compute income from business. So then what are the permissible deductions while computing the income from business? Permissible deduction or allowable deductions while computing the income from business like rent, taxes, repairs and insurance of building under section 30, repairs and insurance of machinery etc. under section 31, depreciation under section 32, expenditure of scientific research under section 35, deductions for expenditure on specified business section 35 AD, contribution for rural development and urban poverty eradication section 35 CCA, then expenditure on agricultural extension project section 35 triple C, deduction in respect of skill development project section 35 CCD, amortization of certain preliminary expenses section 35, other deduction section 36, general deduction section 37, advertisement in souvenir or political parties section 37 subsection 2b. These are the permissible deductions while computing the income from business. Then what are the disallowable expenses or disallowable payments under section 40A? Payments to resident without deducting TDS, following payments are covered. These are disallowable while computing income from business. So any interest, commission or brokerage, rent, fees or for technical or professional services, royalty, payment to contractor, fringe benefit tax, income tax, wealth tax, salary paid outside India without deducting TDS, provident fund payment without deducting TDS, tax on perquisite paid by the employer, then disallowance under section 40B, Then disallowance under section 40A, that is payments to certain persons other on or their relatives under section 40A. Section 43B, deduction on payment basis. Following will be allowed as deduction on actual paid basis. Maintenance of accounts by certain SSC under section 44A. Compulsory audit of accounts section 44AB. Flying, hiring or leasing of goods carrier section 44A. Methods of accounting section 145, cash or mercantile system. So these are the provisions should be followed, and maintenance of accounting system to be followed, one compulsory audit of accounts to be followed, that is in case of while computing the income from business or profession, and also considered what are the disallowable expenses which are not allowable while computing the income from business. Then in case of profession, the term profession defined section 2 subsection 36. Profession includes vocation, or profession requires purely intellectual skill or manual skill on the basis of some special learning, like medical practitioner, chartered accountant, company secretaries, lawyer, architect. These are the different professional services. So profession is an occupation which requires only intellectual skill or manual skill controlled by the intellectual skill of person engaged in such occupation, like advocate, doctor, architect, chartered accountant, engineer, artist, etc. These are all comes within the meaning of profession. Meaning of vocation. Vocation is only a way of living or an activity for which one has special fitness, but vocation does not involve an organized activity as in the case of business. Steps for computation of income from profession. However, the rules for computation and assessment of income from business or profession and vocations are the same. So computation of taxable income from profession of Mr. so and so for the assessment year 2020-21. Professional income, we need to aggregate all the professional income, then deduct all the professional expenses, means expenses relating to the profession. Difference is called income from profession. So these are the steps